super absurd. Got them all dead like Purge. Coming in first and third. Tight fit. My picture. Heels hurt. I got blisters. Touchdown, make me.
It is perhaps the best home. DEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield.
Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage. Coming up and making the big-time play.
6 yards left on second down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. And they stop him short of the 1st, as he can only get to the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 69 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly, 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over. And
oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 28. 62 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fights loose, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That swung out to Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
Oh, he shifts past him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
80 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they...
Before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way down to the 26.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelsey last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
Dances by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Mayfield on play action. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes.
And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he?
He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it well, his intensity seems to win the day for him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right on the 30. Gets past one man. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 103 yards rushing now for Mostert as he picks up a first down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's going to have to hook up to Schwartz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Chubb runs over him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mayfield to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Now first down throw complete downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll just get rid of it.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they'd been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for Cleveland, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1.